All right, it's time to find out how fast your website loads. This is very key. It's very important. You might not think it, but consumers out there believe that a website should load under 2 seconds, according to a website I went to. Got the data from Gomez.com. 50% of internet users expect a web page to load in under 2 seconds. 40% will abandon your site within 3 seconds if it doesn't happen. Take them for numbers. Now, pay attention to this one. A 1 second delay in page response can reduce conversions by 7%. When we're talking about conversion, we're talking about money. I'm talking about real money here. I'm either talking about money or getting people to request information from you. So it's really ideal. So let me put it in perspective. If you have an e-commerce site selling stuff online, artwork, pictures, paint, toys, whatever it may be, if an e-commerce site and it's making you $100,000 a day, a 1 second delay will cost you $2.5 million per year. That's a lot of money, man, for 1 second delay. A lot of money. So it's very important that you make sure that your website loads within under 2 seconds, because otherwise you're going to start losing out and losing money. People are not going to call you. So you got to make sure your website loads quickly. All right. So here's some free tools that you can go to and use to determine if your website is loading in under 2 seconds. And if it's not, they can give you some help and try to help you out. So the first site is Google Analytics, google.com/analytics. That site, you have to make sure you set up a code. You got to put a Google Analytics code on your website in order for it to read it and give you this information. And you're going to need some time and history data for it to be done. So you got to make sure you do that. Google's Pagespeed Insights is another one, still part of Google. Developers.google.com/speed/Pagespeed/insights. I don't know why I read that off to you. Be honest with you, it's in the checklist, so just click that button. But Google's Pagespeed Insights is a pretty cool page. It's a little bit more graphical. It tells you exactly what you need to do. It tells you exactly what's wrong, why it's slow. It gives you a red for things that are bogging it down, and it gives you a yellow or orange if it's kind of a warning, and then it gives you a green if everything's good. I use that one a lot. It's pretty good, pretty insightful on what you need to change. And it also does it for a desktop version of your website and also the mobile version of your website. So it's a very key tool to use. I like that tool a lot. Now, the web page test at webpagetest.org is also a great tool that I use. And it gives you the actual time and seconds that it takes to load your website. And it does it for each line of code that's basically there. So it tells you, it's like a waterfall plot. And it shares with you how long it takes for each one of your code in your website to load, and it shows you what it's doing. And it's kind of cool waterfall plot. As you can see in the top right hand corner, I have a picture of the web page test from webpagetest.org, and here's the results of a website Biz Barbershop. And you can kind of see it gives you some scaling up top, but in the little box here in the table there, it tells you how long it's taking to load, right? And the waterfall plot of what's taking the longest for it to load. I will be honest with you, in this particular website, Biz Barbershop, it's like around 4 seconds. So it's not completely as fast as it should be. But once again, everyone's shoestring budget. And I'll tell you, man, speed, you got to pay for speed sometimes. It takes a little bit more time to pay for speed. So some things that could be done if I took it off, put it onto a more expensive server, the web page speed will come down like that. So I will be honest with you, they're doing fine from a clientele standpoint, but they could be, if they really needed more clients, more leads, that's one thing that will change right away. Take it off this inexpensive server, put in a more expensive web hosting server, and that's faster, and the numbers will come down quickly, very quickly. You can see here, but below that is a Google PageSpeed Insight data. You can see here some red, some oranges, and some green for desktop, and then the mobile tab. Awesome information website, and you click on it, and it actually tells you how to fix it if you wanted to do it yourself, or your webmaster. You go to a webmaster, go do this. Here's what's wrong with it. Go take care of it. If you are your own webmaster and it's still confusing to you, once again, I'll feel free to try to help you out best I can. Send me an email at support@247onlinemarketing.com. And then over here to the far right, the bigger picture is Google Analytics, and it show you a graph of your speed, load time, and some numbers in there. I just did a quick screen dump of some website just to show you what it looks like from a reporting standpoint. But that's how you test to make sure your website loads within under 2 seconds. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.